Yeah. I thought I want to be minister one day, but I can't be. Because once you are a minister, you are an investigator, you are a police, you are everything. Dragging someone to not do service delivery because of the cases and cases and cases. Do you know how many cases that we have in South Africa? Millions. All departments. Minister, these things of cases, you leave this department without doing nothing. Because focusing problem when people are suffering down there. What is going to be your legacy? Huh? Because people drag everything down because of the problem. We won't finish a problem. We're born with the problems. It's only to set, the system of giving away the tenders. That's it. But this problem is going to drag us because like some of the things, we are personal in the things that is happening. It's a millions problems. We can't solve it. Can you solve the problem of apartheid? Because we never have even a little eye, even a finger. Can you go back, you arrest everyone? Then to focus in the future. Because these things is just a game. It's a game what we are here for. Sarah Bathman's 243 million. It's not done, but this is 15 million. Our honorable, they say, how much are you spending for CIFSA, for investigation? It's going to be another 5 million. Now we are losing 20 million. 10 million, we are losing another 25 million. How many cases that you win, department, SIU? How many do you win in the cases like this? Can you take these things, we put it in the right manner, but we'll focus in service delivery. Let's go out there and fix it. Because, Minister, you are going to be end without legacy, without pointing something that is this is me. I was in the local municipality for 14 years as a councillor. I know what is the problems of corruption. I know, without reading, because I was inside of corruption. I was inside of the corruption because once you're a ward councillor, you are the monks of the corruption because things happen in front of your eyes. You see? I know I can read everything without writing. I'm the weakness. How you are providing these tenders to the people. I know. You cannot end those things until you change the system of this country. We'll fight amongst ourselves. Where's the white people here? Nothing. We are all Myanmar here. We're all blacks here. Eh? Can you get a system to protect our structure, everything for the community? Can you get a new system? How to fix it? And uniting ourselves. Social cohesion is more important in this country. Because these things dividing us. If in these things someone was involved in eating, there was no case. I'm at the part of CIFSA. I was a part of CIFSA. Not only me. Even the interim committee, that are no more in this. Many of them that was in this involved. This CIFSA never just brought itself as like that. It was a channel how to bring CIFSA for South African sectors, music, everything. But the system was not good. The way they are putting things, it was not good. Plus bonus, Chair. Just a bonus. Vet. Can a house we think when the sun comes out, it comes for everyone. When the sun comes out, it comes of the good things and bad things. We focus too much on the bad things than to fix it. Sitting, wasting time, just because we want to grade the time, minister must end up like a useless. End of the day. Crying. There's corruption. We dream corruption. We talk corruption, not service deliver. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, honourable members. Be mindful, SIU is here.
I will, the legacy issue. No, trust me. I will have a legacy. We will have a legacy. We will not allow the wrongdoing of people to stop our legacy. Bona, we will have a legacy. That's what I can promise you. Before reshuffling, I will be able. We will be able to point out that we've done. You know, the president. On a lighter note, Chair, the president called me a month or 2 months ago. And I was in a good mood. And I saw the president phone me and I said, hello, President. He says, Minister McKenzie, I'm just calling you on a reshuffling issue. I said, ow, so quickly. I've not even done. He says, no, I'm just involving the ANC is going to reshuffle. It was the Justice Minister and Housing. He says, courtesy, we always call in the spirit of the GNU all the leaders. I said, yeah, reshuffle them. Reshuffle them. But for that moment, I'm like, so quickly. I still have plans. Honorable Sali, you know, swimming South Africa, all the complaints that you've mentioned, Honorable Sali, we have also received. One of the biggest complaints is that money has been given by the lottery for Franschhoek. They got 18 million rand to fix Franschhoek swimming pool, Franschhoek sports field. What I did, we called in swimming as a chair. I wasn't really happy with the answers they gave me. I then said I'm going to do an inspection in loco. I want to go there. And I told them to meet me there. Last week on Saturday, I went there together with them. And I looked at everything. And they said that they still are waiting another 18 million from the lotto to finalize that project. I then came back to my office and I called the lotto. And the lotto people says, no, it's not as clear cut. We have sent out officials as the lotto to go and see, indeed, has the 18 million been spent wisely. And they will now get back to me today, actually, to say what is are they going to give the next 18 million? We've also asked Swimming South Africa some serious governance questions. One of the questions we asked them is about the issue of that they changed the constitution. I even attacked them and said, you have not delivered one Olympic swimmer in 30 years. They mentioned a guy, gentleman, a good swimmer's name there. I said, one. And we don't know him because he's not received any medals. You've not in 30 years, it can't be. So we are having a meeting with them in 2 weeks. I will then come and report on that meeting. SAFA does not have a case against them. It is the president of SAFA and some members there that has cases against them. Now, once again, and I'm glad you asked this question, Osali. I've read too many, the most career limiting thing I can do is to make sure that FIFA expels South African soccer. I would be the most hated man in this country. And the rules of FIFA are very clear. You can only investigate. You mustn't get involved in the affairs of FIFA. So it's a fine line that other countries has made that mistake. So what I've done in this instance, the players were not paid in December. I then got a tip off that there's another country that wants Hugo Broos, which is the best coach we've ever had in a very long time in the national squad. Because he's also not been paid. The women players has not been paid. We then said with the CFO and the acting director general, we said, let us advance them the money that we promised we're going to give them. And this money must be ring-fenced to pay the players and pay the coach so that they remain. We did that. It was 5 million rand. CFO said 5 million. Yeah. It was 5 million rand. They're supposed to get another 5 million on the 1st of April. They're not going to get that because that was the advance that we've given. So we now put our hands. The SAFA board is having that as an agenda item, what to do with the. So I am a bit reluctant to interfere, Honorable Sali, in that matter. SARU, I don't know about any investigation except also against investigation that they launched. Mr. Rian Uberholzer, the CEO, has launched an investigation into this company called One Something. It's the company called, and they say that he's the owner of the company. There's an investigation launched by SARU. That's what I'm aware of. Motorsport, I called them and I said to them in one sentence, I said, this sport is Snow White. It is lily white. It can't be. It is not good for social cohesion. I want you to come and show me your plan. They came with the best empowerment plan I've ever seen. But I said, but this plan doesn't reflect on the course. So we then agreed with them, the biggest race, which they have invited me, I must say, so that I can go and see, because I understand motorsport, what is happening there. The issue of boxing South Africa, yes, I did promise right here. But also right here, I came back and I said that now that there's a board, the board will now continue with that matter. I am very excited for boxing SA, but I can also tell you, Honorable Sali, if it makes you happy, that the horror stories in boxing SA will break your heart. One horror story that I'm fixing now on the 30th of March. When you watch TV and you see a boxer getting a belt, I couldn't believe that. You see the boxers won the game and he got the belt. When the TV goes, they say, bring the belt back. We don't have other belts. I didn't believe that. They take the belt back from the boxers won the belt. They take the belt back. The shirts, yeah, they take it back. They don't give it back to him. The shirts that the referees are wearing are torn because it has to have the logo. They've not bought them. Some referees are fixing it, putting it in cheek. It is a mess. The boxers are paid 1,000 rands per round. So if they knock you out in 2 rounds, you get 2K. If they knock you out in the first round, you get nothing, because you didn't finish the round in some instances. There are boxers that has not been paid. That's the most horror story of this department. So what we've done, on the 30th of March, we have made a list of all the boxers that were supposed to have their belts, and they never got the belts. On the 30th of March in Gauteng, we're handing over, we've ordered new belts for them. With Boxing South Africa, we are going to give them the belts so that they can take it home and show their children they've won. They've won belts. We've ordered shirts for the referees, 300 shirts for the referees. We've also ordered trousers for them. We have also made sure that on the 30th we are going to expose the promoters that pay people 1,000 rand. That is Boxing South Africa, Honorable Sali. Then the issue that you've also mentioned of the recovering of funds, it's a bit out of my jurisdiction. I can just give over to the SIU and the Hawks, but I always read how much money they get back when they sell the goods that has been bought with illicit money. Then Honorable Khosi, acting, I answered that, the acting problem. Honorable Blankula, the vacancies, I think I've also answered that in SIFSA. SIFSA is a problem, but there's something that you've mentioned which is very crucial. You said SIFSA has been investigated for years, but they investigate them and they still give them money. For the first time, SIFSA is not getting 1 cent while they're being investigated. So just to show you that we are different from how it has been dealt with. Where I am sitting as the Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture, SIFSA is dead. We are making new different sector representatives in the department. I must congratulate the department who was a COVID-19 in the action they've taken, as you mentioned, with how they've looked after artists during that time, although also there's also investigation regarding how funds was, yeah. And Chairperson, oh, you also spoke about transparency. There will be full transparency. The Chairperson, you spoke about NFVF. NFVF was a mess. Let me not even argue what you are saying. But now, let me argue with you to tell you that NFVF is on the right track. They've had the new board. The new board, same week when they were there, they put out everything, the interview processes. Last week they had the interview process for a new CFO. The interviews happen within prescribe of the law, and then you mentioned the interview processes that happen with the board members. You know, when people complain on social media, they tell half the story. The very same people that complained, the independent producers, they then wrote me a letter where they said to me, take this person and put them on the board. I said, this is corruption. I can't do that. You are complaining that the process is not fair with the left hand, but on the right hand you are actively asking me to commit corruption. And the letters are there if they want to deny. The same happened with the people that complain in boxing. They've given me names of people that I should put on. I said, it doesn't work like that. I don't know how you guys used to work, but it doesn't work like that anymore. So the Deputy Minister and myself sit many times and we go through, we always joke to say this department is huge. So we are the first to admit we've not been everywhere, but we are getting there, and with your committee, you're keeping us on our toes and you do some of the work already for us. Then we're like, we don't need to go there because the committee was already there. Thank you so much, Chair.
Yeah, there's one question not been answered, but Minister, I'm going to ask you a very straightforward question.
I always answer
I used to say that being new, you are now the Minister, you have to respond for what has happened. But if you don't know this answer, you can pass it to the DG. Why up until today, not a single case has been opened on what is happening in Sarah apartment?
You know, I feel sorry for, and I'm answering you straight. What has transpired, and this is my opinion, it's not it's my facts. It's not general. It's not everybody's facts. It's my opinion. You know what's the good thing that I have seen, Honorable Chair, with the GNU? It's very hard sometimes to investigate yourself. It's very hard. Whether you the PA, the ANC, the EFF, it's very hard to investigate, or the DA, it's very hard to investigate yourself. And I think sometimes the people that does this wrongdoing, they do it in the name of the ANC, and it's not the ANC itself. It's not the PA itself, it's not the DA itself. So I think the GNU has brought one thing for me, where there's no ANC, DA, PA. If the PA is in the let's say the ruling party, and there's some wrongdoing, people look at other considerations, like how will this affect the party? How will this affect the party? I can make you numerous examples politically in all our parties, and I'm being honest with that. And people will never admit that. That I think why some people have never been prosecuted or even charged is because there's other considerations you must also look at as a party. But when there's many eyes, it's like in this committee. If PA people were sitting here, it would have been less vigorous. They would not have come for me. And that's just a truth. People like to act like they are holier than thou. If my people were sitting this side of the table, I would not have had, sometimes I get attacked here. I don't think my people would have attacked me. They would have asked me questions. And based on the time, I would have known the answers already before I come out here. So I think why there was no charge. Why I think there was no charge is because, and that's why I love the GNU. It now makes the things that we wanted to hide, it puts out in the open.
Thank you, Minister.